Hey everyone, welcome to today's webinar. I'm going to be talking about Adaptiv in this webinar, and it's all about reducing our stress, um, making us feel more calm in our day-to-day life. Adaptiv is a new blend from doTERRA, and I love it. I've been using it since it came out, and it really does help us to calm down, really helps to reduce the stress. So I'm really glad that you guys could come in and find time out of your busy schedule. I know that I'm a little bit running behind here. I got my timing kind of mixed up with what I was doing, but here I am, better late than never. Um, so I just wanted to tell you that Adaptiv is really just one of my most favorite blends. So there's a lot to cover. I'm going to give you a lot of the product information, and I'm going to tell you about some of the research that I used to create this webinar and, the benefits of the Adaptiv system. So let's get started. Adaptiv, the word, it's derived from the word adapt, and that's exactly what this line of oils is designed to help you do. It's going to help you become naturally empowered in a way that makes you feel in control of your environment, because we all know that sometimes, our environment gets to us. Things happen, our emotions get out of control. And this line, this Adaptiv line, is really created to help you get in control and help you to be empowered to take control of what is going on around you and to adapt to it. So I already talked about Adaptiv. So here's the system. I call it a toolbox. It's going to help your body. It's going to help your mind. It's going to help you stay balanced during all kind of stressful moments. The kit includes the Adaptiv Calming Blend capsules, the Calming Blend Touch, which you can see right in the middle on this screen, and the Calming Blend in the 15 milliliter bottle. These products are available together or separate. You can buy them as a kit, or you can buy each one singly on its own. Okay, so I'd like to take a closer look at each one of the products here. So I'll start with the capsules. So the capsules have mood boosting and tension reducing effects. It's got a blend of oils. It's got lavender, coriander, wild orange, fennel, scaledium, GABA, and ahi flower botanical extract. Scaledium is something that comes from a plant that's found in South Africa, and it's commonly known as kanna, Kanna. And scaledium extract is sourced from a supply in South Africa, and it's endorsed to be sustainable, and we like that. We like our sourcing to be from sustainable supplies. And this is where it grows indigenously, which we always talk about that with doTERRA, about how we source our oils from where the plants are growing naturally, and this is so important. So the primary benefits of this capsule is that it's going to calm and it's going to promote some positive feelings. It's going to help support your mood, help improve your state of mind. It's going to help you when you're acclimating to some new surroundings, when you're adapting to stressful situations. Who isn't under stress right now with everything going on in the world, everything that we're encountering in our day-to-day lives? There's a lot of stress going on. And this blend is really going to help your body to adapt to these stressful situations. It's going to encourage some relaxation. It supports cognitive function and emotional balance, and it's promoting an overall sense of mental well-being. I've been using these, and I can really attest to how they work. They really do provide a calming, relaxing um, way of just getting through the day. So you can take one each day, and it's going to help you with, like I said, with that stress, the tension, and occasional anxious feelings. And who's not having that these days, right? And if you have any questions as I'm going along, please post them. Um, Let me know if there's anything that you need help with, or you have any questions about anything. Just let me know. Okay? So now we've got the blend. This is a 15 milliliter bottle. This is the oil blend. And this has the primary benefits of, again, helping to boost that mood. It's going to increase your feelings of tranquility. It's going to soothe. It's going to uplift. And it's got a calming and relaxing aroma. It's got wild orange, lavender, copaiba, spearmint, magnolia, rosemary, neroli, and sweet gum. And I'm going to go into more detail about each of the ingredients in the Adaptiv, and tell you why they are combined the way they are and why they chose these oils for the blend. It's got a nice sweet kind of citrusy floral scent to it. You can use it in so many different ways. You can put it in an Epsom salt bath. You can soak in it 3 to 4 drops in with your Epsom salts into your bath. You can do a couple of drops in some coconut oil for a massage. You can put this in a diffuser. It's really going to provide a calming atmosphere in the diffuser. You can even put it in your hands, just rub them together and inhale deeply as you need to throughout the day. And it's really, something that you want to have on hand if you are in stressful situations, if you're working under stress, if you've got anxiety. It's a great one to have on hand. You can make a little roller bottle with it and apply it as needed throughout the day. And then this is the touch. When I said you can make a roller blend out of the Adaptiv, this is exactly what this is. I mean, you can make it yourself or you can buy it already pre-made from doTERRA. So this is the same blend, but it is already in a ready to go, ready to roll on solution. It's got fractionated coconut oil. It's the same blend that I just talked about. So again, you're going to have this on hand. You can roll this on your pulse points, the back of your neck, your wrists, because you want that calming sensation when you're having increased emotions, increased anxiety, things that you want to deal with immediately. The Adaptiv blend and this roll on, they're going to help you tackle those emotions in the moment and recenter yourself, ground yourself, and calm yourself. The capsules that I talked about, those are more for an ongoing, steady way of dealing with anxiety on a daily basis. So this blend, the touch blend and the blend that I talked about, is really complementary to the Adaptiv capsules. I mean, like I said, this is a stressful situation solution right here. If you're feeling restless, wound up, on edge, I don't know about you, but sometimes lately when I go to the stores with all the masking and the walking with the arrows, there's just so much going on that you can feel the anxiety kind of building. So I bring my Adaptiv. I have an Adaptiv spray that I made for my mask as well, just to kind of calm down and just to keep myself centered. So again, it's going to help with centering, tranquility, it's going to soothe, it's going to reduce that anxiousness again. And pulse points. I love putting this one on the pulse points. So what makes doTERRA different? Um, there's so many oils out there nowadays. You can find them everywhere. Walmart, Best Buy even. You can find them in the grocery store. But, doTERRA is a little bit different. When you're using doTERRA, you're really sure that that oil in your bottle is pure, that you have nothing but essential oil in the bottle, that there's no contaminants, there's no fillers, there's no adulterations. Um, a lot of those oils that you see, like that $3 bottle of lavender in Walmart, that just is not pure. That is not without being adulterated in some way. It's a synthetic form. So you really want to be sure, because everything that we put on our body, on our skin, everything we breathe in, it all gets into our blood system. And we want to be sure that everything is pure that we're putting on ourselves or in ourselves. So every batch of doTERRA, it's going through a rigorous testing process, well beyond what would be considered just good enough. Um, and then that goes to an independent third party for further testing. So they make sure from the minute that an oil goes into the bottle, it's tested along the way, so many different ways of testing. And if they find anything that doesn't belong, that oil is scrapped. That's it. It's just not put on the shelf to be sold. So doTERRA came up with CPTG, And this is their internal way of being sure that their oils are medicinal grade, that their oils are pure. If the oil passes all of the tests that we talked about, it will get labeled CPTG. It has to pass every test. So when you see that, you know that you're getting the purest essential oil. And that's really the most important characteristic of an oil. We want it to be pure, because if an essential oil that isn't pure means that you run the risk of putting germs, metals, adulterants, anything like that into your body, and that can provoke irritation. You can have adverse effects. You can get sick from that. um, so there isn't really a standard right now in the essential oil field. So doTERRA created its own testing process, and they're calling it CPTG. So it certifies that the oil has no added fillers, no synthetic ingredients, no harmful contaminants, and that because those things would reduce the efficacy of the oil. So doTERRA wants you to have the response that you need from each oil. And so the way that they do that is through their CPTG, their quality testing, and also the way that they source their oils. They're getting them where the plants grow indigenously, and that's so important because the compounds are going to be correct, the growing conditions are going to be correct, the soil, the sun, the rain, all of that in combination. I always use the example that if I grow my lavender in my backyard here in Massachusetts, it's just not going to be the same as the lavender that we're getting um, in Bulgaria, where it's growing naturally. So here's some study findings. They did some research on the Adaptiv calming blend. So they found that calming, relaxing, reducing feelings of stress, promoting uplifting feeling, these are terms commonly associated with the aromatic use of essential oils. And there's a lot of research to support those statements. Um, but clinical research regarding the ability of the oils to help us when we confront challenges, when we handle daily stressors, to adapt is limited. So, the Adaptiv Calming Blend is the result of years of research that doTERRA has done. So, the final product is really supported by clinical research that doTERRA did with their very own team of research scientists. And you can see here on this screen. It was really a landmark case for the clinical research team. It involved a larger number of doTERRA scientists, over 10, and this is more than any other in-house trial that they've ever done. Um, and it was also the first that involved psychological elements such as stress, and it included the youngest participants in any doTERRA trial. They had some kids as young as age 12 participating, and it investigated stress. It investigated something that we all face, which is stress. And the results surprised, even those that were involved in the formulation of the blend. Final statistical analysis is still currently underway, but some of the trends were really clear from the initial data. So, in reference to the test scores, none of which was very high considering the level of difficulty of the test, many participants still scored higher when they undertook the test in the adaptive room. So, with adaptive diffusing, average heart rates were lower and more consistent. And really, the most interesting thing was the subjective assessments. There were objective physiological markers of stress like heart rate, blood pressure, but stress can also, as we all know, can be psychological. If you feel stress, you're if you feel less stressed, you are less stressed. So all in how you feel makes a really big difference on how your body is reacting. So, participants in the study self reported lower levels of stress and anxious feelings when taking the assessment in the adaptive room, even though they had no idea what room they were in or what was even being diffused. And there was also a small subset of participants who were taking part in an extended trial involving the capsules. And these specific participants reported the lowest stress levels of all. Considering that these products were formulated to be used together, the possible synergy with the blend and the supplement was exactly what doTERRA was hoping to see. They wanted to see those products working together to reduce stress. So let's look behind Adaptiv. Okay, so one of the most well-researched benefits of essential oils is their ability to influence our moods and emotions. So if you're wanting to promote a calming and relaxing environment, you should diffuse a floral oil, something high in concentrations of linalool or linalool acetate. And this would be something like lavender, something like magnolia, jasmine. Those are some examples. If you need to be uplifted or energized, wild orange is your friend. You can put it right in your palms and directly inhale it. If I was doing this class in person, I always pass around a bottle of wild orange for everybody to drop in their hands and take a nice big smell. So to develop the perfect soothing and uplifting blend, it's all going to start with science. So Adaptiv, it's a proprietary blend. It's got 8 essential oils, and it can be used in so many ways to promote our emotional well-being. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the science behind the 8 oils that are in Adaptiv. Wild orange, I'll start with that one. It's commonly used in a lot of blends, and it's aimed to promote emotional well-being because of its unique, energizing, yet calming aroma. And if any of you have ever smelled doTERRA's wild orange, it's like you're smelling, the peel of an orange right in front of you, a fresh orange. So clinical research on wild orange has shown that because of its concentration of limonene, the aromatic and topical application promotes a positive mood and supports a relaxing environment. Lavender. So lavender is everything calming and relaxing aroma. It's very floral. It's often considered the root of modern aromatherapy. And there's so much significant evidence within the past century to support that. So whether you're going to apply it topically or use it aromatically, there's so many human clinical trials that have validated the ability of lavender's aroma to help improve our mood, to reduce our feelings of anxiousness and stress, and to create a restful environment. And then copaiba, you can see the copaiba bottle in this slide. Um, this is an essential oil with the highest known concentration of a compound called beta caryophyllene. Copaiba's spectrum of benefits, it's really almost endless. It's primarily known for being an antioxidant, very powerful antioxidant, supports the immune system and respiratory systems when we use it internally. It's great for our skin topically, and the concentration of that beta caryophyllene, it gives an uplifting aroma that research is showing might be beneficial to those attempting to abstain from unhealthy habits. So now we've got spearmint and rosemary. Spearmint. Spearmint has a dominant volatile aromatic compound, the monoterpene ketone carvone. It's called carvone. So this is the compound in spearmint that is what we want to have in those levels to help us get the result that we want. So along with having benefits applied topically, it's specifically got cleansing properties. Some of the research has shown that oils high in carvone, such as the spearmint that we're talking about and dill, have an uplifting and arousing aroma that is beneficial with anybody with an active lifestyle. And then rosemary. Rosemary has a very, very unique chemical composition. It's got a combination of 3 monoterpenes that's giving it a distinct aroma that has been shown in research to increase our feelings of alertness and focus and reduce our feelings of stress. I put rosemary in my diffuser whenever I need to focus, stay alert, or I have something going on. Rosemary is the one that goes in the diffuser. And now we've got magnolia. Magnolia has one of the highest concentrations of that monoterpene called linalool that I mentioned before. It's got so many benefits when applied topically, and essential oils rich in this linalool have been shown in research to promote a calm environment and feelings of relaxation. And if you've ever smelled magnolia, right away you will feel that calming sensation come over you. And then we've got neroli. Neroli is unique. It's got many of the mood modulating characteristics of essential oils that are rich in linalool. It's derived from a citrus tree, but it also has significant concentrations of limonene. Okay, limonene is something that you find in a lot of the citrus oils. So, a lot of research that has been done on neroli showed that it helped to provide calming feelings when experienced aromatically. And now we've got sweet gum. And this is a picture of the plant right here. It's got a resinous sap, like a liquid amber that can be steam distilled, and that's how they produce the oil. So it's a unique combination of compounds that are really not commonly found in other essential oils. It's got a very unique aroma, like a pine scent, floral, and spicy notes. It's primarily known for its benefits when applied topically, but it's also commonly used to promote a calm and restful environment. So here again is the system. So this is an effective answer if you need to reduce tension, if you need to reduce stress. It's going to help to empower you, encourage you when you're adapting to situations, adapting to new surroundings, different things that are going on. This is going to be the perfect combination between the calming blend capsules and the liquid blend. We all use diffuser jewelry. You can get bracelets where you can apply the oil right to the bracelet. You can smell it throughout your day as you go about your day. Um, there's also diffuser necklaces. And there's a lot of ways to keep the oils on your person to have them available because you want to be applying them frequently, especially if you are in a stressful situation, something that's provoking anxiety. You want to be able to have your oil on hand because once you inhale it, you're going to have the result from it within minutes. You're going to feel it. So does anybody have any questions so far? If you do, please post them under this video and I will come back and check them and I will be answering them as they come in. So just let me know if there's anything I can help with. And I do have research that I used for this webinar. If you'd like to have the links to that, just let me know and I can post them for you. So that is it. So I'm glad that you were able to join. And like I said, if you have any questions, please let me know and I will come back and answer them. So take care. Bye-bye.